All right, everybody, the first step is to make a really good chicken stock. So what you want to do is you want to grab your chicken, and then you want to add all these yummy flavors. We added celery, carrots, garlic, onions, and you bring that to boil in a big old pot filled with water all the way up to the top of all the ingredients. Boil for about an hour until that chicken looks real nice and tender. Then what you want to do is you want to strain all of those ingredients. Pour it from one big pot into another big pot and use a strainer, okay? This was our big pot. Now, the most important thing now is to get this chicken under refrigeration as quickly as possible. That keeps it safe and it lets it firm up. And then we pick it off the bone, we'll put it right in our casserole.
All right, I am from the kitchen of Edith Boyd, making a chicken casserole with mushrooms. So I have got my bowl, 2 ounces of butter, I got 6 ounces of mushrooms, I have got about 10 ounces of grated cheese, half a cup of peas, a teaspoon of salt and pepper. It said some onion and celery, so I figured that was a handful of each. This always looks good on film. Cream of mushroom soup. We'll taste better than it looks, folks, I promise. Then we've got, of course, everybody's cooking favorite, evaporated milk. So let's crack this baby open and see what happens. Oh, that is not going to open it, dude. Alright, hold on. Matt's first challenge. Alright. 1.5 on my evaporated milk. There's that. Then I've got a few cups of rice, a few cups of chicken. That all goes in together. I'm going to mix that up. I'm going to get it in a casserole dish. I'm going to get it in the oven, and we'll see what happens.
Where'd you get your apron?
This is my lucky apron from Juna. He gave it to me for good luck today, thanks.
You're going to need it. All right. Unlike Matt, I've got some challenges. It looked like his casserole is just a bunch of pre-made soup.
I can hear you.
Stuff.
I can hear you.
Okay, we don't have any frozen asparagus. I have fresh. I've never seen frozen asparagus. I'm going to figure out what it looks like. Also didn't have any half and half, except for this. So, let's go over the ingredients. We're going to have to go ahead and make our sauce from scratch, unlike getting it out of a can. So, I have got 2 cups of chicken stock. This is 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of half and half. I used half milk, half heavy cream. I hope it works. We've got 3/4 cup of flour, half cup of butter, and a cup of cheddar cheese. Come on over to the stovetop. Let's see what happens.
So Paul thinks that you really don't know how to cook because all you use is soup mix.
Well, Paul thinks a lot of things, and most of them nobody cares about but Paul. I could go back and cite maybe the Batman videos that came out. I mean, there's a whole host of things that have come out that he clearly cares about more than anybody else. But about him thinking I can't cook, I mean, he might be right, but he's probably wrong.
So how do you think you're gonna do in this challenge?
Oh, I'm gonna crush him. I mean, it's a casserole. Did anybody's mom make a casserole that didn't have cream of mushroom or cream of chicken in it? I mean, like he's fancy because he boiled milk? I mean, what is it? A Sister Bay recipe? Does he think he's better than us?
All right, guys, here we are at the stovetop. Take a look at this recipe. I've never actually done this before. A little uncomfortable. Seems like I'm working with a lot of fluid. First things first, melt my butter. All right, everybody. Now I turn my stovetop down as low as possible because I don't want to burn anything, because I'm about to introduce 3/4 cups of sugar to a half cup of butter,
and it says cook for 2 whole minutes. Guys, it looks like this made us a roux. Typically I would just do this at room temperature with soft butter and fold it into flour, but it got the job done. Now we're going to go ahead and introduce our 2 cups of homemade chicken stock, not condensed mushroom soup, and slowly add our cream. Now I'm going to get a whisk. I'll go ahead and get started with that. Be right back. Next step here is to introduce our cheddar cheese. Go ahead and slowly add that in. I'm going to keep whisking so that doesn't stick to the bottom. Keep that whisk going.
I think Matt's just a showboat. I mean, like,
He's good at making cocktails, but we'll see. You know, again, that recipe landed in his lap. But you know, the way he mixed that with his own hands really shows that he might have some potential when it comes to casserole making. And if that's the case, I'm gonna embrace it. Like, if this is a loss for me, I'll be proud to lose to Matt.
All right, now that that cheese is melted, we're just gonna salt and pepper to taste here. I'm gonna take this mixture, I'm gonna pour it over chicken breast, and I'm gonna bake it at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. All right, guys, I was very skeptical when it came to making the sauce, but I'm really excited about the product. I didn't have the frozen asparagus, but I took the fresh asparagus, put it down as a base, and I've got my chicken resting on top. And I thought that was a lot of liquid, but look at this. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at that.
Ooh.
Unbelievable.
it's amazing.
So we're gonna go ahead and just fill that all the way up, cover it all the way up. I got my oven at 400. We're gonna go ahead and cook that at 425. At 400 for 25 minutes. And of course I've got my Uncle Ben's long grain rice, so we're gonna go ahead and just get there ready to go. We'll see how it goes.
You know, today is Paul's 44th birthday.
I sure do.
Do you think we should take it easy on him and maybe throw the challenge a little bit?
You know, I thought about it. My mom called me right away this morning and says, hey, take it easy on him. He doesn't have much. He's bald. He looks like he's wasting away to nothing. Just let him have one win. So I may have helped his little cream of mushroom soup get going. I may have taken the stuff out of the oven before it burned, but you know what? Let him have this one. It'll just be between us.
All right, Matt. Salud. Chicken with mushroom. Chicken Continental. All right. Let's see how this looks. Mine looks like a casserole. What does your fancy pants stuff look like? Fancy pants stuff. Looks like it came in second place is what it looks like.
Let's go ahead and plate one up and we'll go from there. Yep, second place my ass.
I don't think you can say that on the internet.
This will never get on air.
That looks really good, Paul.
All right, folks. Available tonight until 7. Give us a call.